Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command as always. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the Stella, what to do with the Stella, and I'm only doing this because I have been requested to do it by one of the comments from a previous video, the last 5 videos. I think someone commented. Sorry, I can't remember exactly who that was, but I'm doing this on your behalf. You probably know exactly who you are when you see this video. Just to point out, I am at now 987 subscribers, so obviously I need 13 more to hit that 1,000, so let's try and do that before my birthday, which is in 10 days time, and that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, smash that subscribe button and let's crack on. So in today's episode, the Stella, we're going to be talking about how to upgrade it, the Stella itself, what the best way to get certain resources for it when you scrap it, and the best ways to scrap obviously the ship as well, which you will want to do if you want to get certain researches and stuff. So we'll show the research first of all to show you what you can unlock with regards to the research, and then we'll show you, I'm not going to go through the research itself and say which was best or which isn't best, but I'll show you obviously what you can and can't unlock with it. Basically everything from this research here, the anarchist weaponry, you need the Stella for. They have different resource requirements. So you got the outlaw credits, which you can buy obviously in the store, and then it goes up, and this is what you actually need the Stella to scrap for. You need to get these Stella particles, and the way to do that is to scrap the ship itself. So for example, if I go to the scrapyard, I'm not going to scrap my ship, but if I was going to, so if I have a Stella which is only level 5, bearing in mind, you will get a certain amount of Stella particles. In my opinion, the most efficient way to do this, again, this is subject to only being in my opinion and things I've done in the past, the easiest or the best, most efficient way of doing it is to get your Stella to level 20, so get it to tier 4 capable. Let's swap over to that ship, in fact, so I can show you. So if you want to get to the Stella, this one in particular, you want to get to tier 4, well, this one's tier 1, but you want to get to tier 4 and to get to level 20, because once you get to level 20, you then need rare components to upgrade the Stella. So at the moment, you only need the uncommons, which are incredibly easy to come across. And once you get to level 20, which is like my other ship, my other Stella, for example, which is the one I'm actually leveling up. This is tier 5, but you get the picture. You're going to then start needing the rare materials to upgrade the ship. And that's something that you really want to avoid if you're just going to scrap the Stella. A lot of people say try and max a Stella out and then scrap it because you get an absolute ton. The problem with that method, I find, is it takes an awfully long time to get a ship maxed out, whereas it doesn't take that long to get a ship to level 20. Certainly not with the levels, because once it gets to level 20, you're not actually needing that much XP to upgrade to get to level 20 in comparison to the other levels. And obviously the resources, you don't need anywhere near the amount of resources either to get it again to level 20. You only need these uncommons, and eventually you'll need obviously some other bits and bobs, but pretty much just these uncommons are going to be the thing that holds you back. And they are pretty abundant in the store itself. And tiering up doesn't take very long to tier up as well, which is obviously ideal. So we'll just speed through this to show you what I'm on about. And yeah, so you just keep going through. I mean, they get into the 1,000 range, but again, I wouldn't worry about that so much because, like I say, you do get quite a lot of these uncommons when you get them from the store. I will show you in a second where you can obviously purchase them. And this is the best way to do it in my, like I say, I think. Just bearing in mind when you are doing it, it's not just good in it. When you scrap anything, you can't just scrap it at a tier level. You have to get the levels on it. It's the levels that actually get you what you need. So just bear that in mind. You need to get it to level, the highest level you can for its tier. And like I say, we're going to go into tier 4 now, and I'll show exactly what I mean when it regard to you only needing a certain amount of things. And you're going to start needing the rare materials, which is why you stop at this level. Do not put anything on, I believe, at this tier level. As you can see here, you need rare materials. So get to tier 4, don't equip anything. At this level, you can obviously get the, let's just go to level 10. Shouldn't cost too much to get it there. So 7,000. So level 10, we were gonna get 190. So if we go to the scrap it now, we can't scrap this one as we need to swap it over. So if we wanted to scrap this one, so swap that ship over, and then we've gone up by 5 levels to get to level 10, and we're now up to 310 stellar particles. Obviously, this will then go up to probably in the region. I don't think I have enough XP to get to level 20 just off the bat, but you're probably going to get anywhere in the region of maybe up to 600, or maybe, you know, anywhere from 600 to 700 potentially. I'm not entirely sure because I don't think I have enough to show you in this video, but you get the picture. You get probably about 600 or 700, and like I say, you scrap it, you start again, you get the ship for free again, because every single time you get the ship for free. The way to do that is if you go to, Rogue. If you go to Rogue, every time you scrap it, you'll get one of these tokens, and then you just redeem that token in here to get a stellar hull, and then you get the ship back again for 100. You get 100 blueprints, which means you get the ship back again. And all you do is just rinse and repeat that same process. To get the other particles, the outlaw research particles, you do that here for the little credits that you can get here, and the exchange obviously is subject to what level tier you are with that faction. And again, to get the uncommons, this is different as well, depending on the faction you are as well. But all you need to do is hit uncommon armadas within Eclipse space, and then once you do that, you get this obviously exchange loot, and then you just exchange. The best way to do it is to actually exchange at the lowest rate. You can only do it once a day, however, it's the best exchange rate for it. As you can see here, one chest is for only 4,000. Whereas if you go to 2 chests, you're paying 13,000. So you can actually get 3 days worth. If you had, say, 13,000 available, you can actually get 3 chests worth for the price, or the same, well, slightly less price because it only costs 12,000. But you can get 3 chests worth for that same price. Whereas if you go for the 12, you're only getting 2 chests. So you can min-max it. If you are patient, then just do it once a day. And it, like I say, it takes a couple of, well, I say once a day. It takes 3 days, sorry. I messed that one up there. It takes 3 days, I meant to say once a week, or twice a week in this case, because it's every 3 days. But yeah, if you can be patient, you can get pretty much 15,000 uncommons every week. And that should be well enough to get your Stella up to level 20 each time. Pretty much every week if you wanted to. 15,000 should get you well and truly enough every single week to get the Stella up to 20, just to keep scrapping it each and every time. And in my opinion, that is the best way around doing it. Like I say, we're not going to go on too much more about it, as we have pretty much covered what we need to cover with regards to the Stella. That's how I would do it personally. That's how I've done it in the past. If you want to obviously do it differently, or you think there's a better method around it, then please do let me know. But in my opinion, the best way of doing it is to do it that way, because it means you're not going into the rare materials. And once you're not going into the rare materials, obviously things become a lot easier, because the uncommons are so much easier to get. Other than that, if you think this video has been useful, give it a thumbs up. Obviously hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it does help the channel out massively. Leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.